Kirtan today. Japa. I think for some devotees might have joined, might have been doing early. Nama Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadha Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadha Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Ram Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Ram Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, welcome everybody. Today we are into 10th chapter. So we have finished half of the Gita, chapter.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna everyone. It looks like we lost Srirangan Prabhu. Let's wait for a couple of minutes. He will be joining us. Then we can restart. We can start it again. Just wait for a couple of minutes.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, we lost you for a couple of minutes.
Yeah. I think, I don't know. I pressed something here. Looks like I exited. Okay. Okay, Prabhuji. I'll start now. Sorry for the interruption, our devotees. Start. It's visible, Prabhuji? Yeah.
Yes, now it's visible. And you are clear, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu. Chapter 10 is called Vibhuti Yoga, the opulence of the Absolute. The Supreme Lord said, "My dear friend, mighty armed Arjuna, listen again to my supreme word, which I shall impart to you for your benefit and which will give you great joy." Okay. So, Krishna is giving more and more higher understanding, higher knowledge regarding himself. Whatever he has explained before, much more higher. There are much actually about the Lord. There are unlimited. The Lord is unlimited. The knowledge regarding is unlimited. So the Lord is saying, "I'll give you further and further, even more higher aspects of knowledge, and it is all for your benefit." So the Lord is speaking for Arjuna's benefit. And previous chapter we heard Krishna telling, because Arjuna is never envious, so Krishna is imparting this. So here he's telling to Arjuna, I am telling this because that will give you great joy, because Arjuna is a great devotee of the Lord. So he's very intimate associate of the Lord. He's very happy to hear about the glories of the Lord. So that's how the Lord is telling, for your benefit, for your pleasure, I'm speaking to you much more about myself. Yes. So this is one situation wherein we know, all of us know, Duryodhana and Arjuna, both of them sought Krishna's help just before the battle. They went to Dwaraka, they asked for Krishna's help sometime. So it is the time when Krishna was resting, and Krishna, he was just to get up. So before he gets up, Duryodhana was the first person who has already come. So he thought Krishna has, and then Arjuna also walks in. So he thinks, better let me stay near Krishna's head. So as soon as he wakes up, he can see me. And he's sitting on a big asan, big throne, something like that. But Arjuna is naturally a devotee of the Lord, so he's always at the feet of the Lord. So that is the picture we are seeing here. And Krishna happened to see Arjuna first and asked him, "What do you want?" So Duryodhana was little, "What is this? I came first and you are asking Arjuna." Both happen to be relatives. The Krishna, Duryodhana, and Arjuna. But anyway, Krishna gave first choice to Arjuna, and Arjuna chose. At one side, Krishna said, "Either me or my army." And Arjuna, as a new devotee of the Lord, he said, "I want you, even though you don't fight. That's the immaterial. I want you at my side." Duryodhana was also satisfied. He also went there satisfied. Oh, what is this Arjuna? He has chosen Krishna without him lifting any weapon. So definitely Arjuna is not very intelligent. So he was also happy. So anyway, but Arjuna, being a pure devotee of the Lord, he wants only Krishna. He's not even interested in Krishna's strength, Krishna's power, Krishna's army like that. No, that is not the attitude of a devotee. Yes. So Arjuna is very, very dear to Krishna. ममे विदुःसुरगणाः प्रभवं च महर्षयः अहमादिर्हि देवानां महर्षीणां च सर्वशः. Neither the hosts of Devatas nor the great sages know my origin, for in every respect I am the source of the Devatas and the sages. So the Lord is very clearly saying here that great personalities, the sages, the Devatas, the demigods, so they do not know my they do not have complete understanding of me, because I am the source. Just like I am coming from my father and mother. So is it possible for me to know everything about my father and mother? It is not possible naturally, because I have come after them. So they are my source. So for them to know about their father and mother, definitely for them to know everything, it is not possible. So like that, if we go back, Krishna is the original father of everybody. So Krishna will say now, oh, genealogically, he is the source for everybody. So, Aham Adirhi Devanam Marshina. So, Krishna is telling very clearly, Aham Adi, I am the source. So, we take birth, We are all human beings. We are coming generations after generations. Finally, we can trace our descent to Manu. So Manu is the 14 Manus who come in the day of Brahma. So he's the secondary in charge. So the Manus, they all come from different Manus, come from different Devatas. The first Manu comes from Brahma himself. The second Manu, third Manu, fourth Manu, depends. They are all further Manu's descendants sometimes, the first Manu's descendants, or some other Devatas, the Surya Dev, like that. The present Manu is the son of Surya Dev. So this way, whichever way we go genealogically like this, tracing our ancestry, we trace back to Manu, we trace finally to Brahma, and Brahma is coming from the Lord's form as Garbhodaka Shai Vishnu. We saw the chart is 2 days before, the Goloka chart, where it was shown how Mahavishnu is the expansion from the Lord in the spiritual world. So he is responsible for his material creation, the 3 Purusha avatars. Then Mahavishnu further expands as Garbhodaka Shai Vishnu. That is the Lord within every Brahmanda. So Brahma is born as his son. So we can see finally it goes to Garbhodaka Shai Vishnu. Garbhodaka Shai Vishnu is an expansion of Mahavishnu. And Mahavishnu is expansion of Vasudeva Sankarshana Pradyumna Aniruddha, who is an expansion of Balarama. Balarama is an expansion of Krishna. So finally, Krishna is the source for everything, materially, spiritual. He who knows me as the unborn, as the beginningless, as the supreme Lord of all the worlds, he unduly among men, is freed from all sins. So Krishna is the actual source for everything, for everybody. Material world, spiritual world, everybody. Krishna is the origin. Krishna is clearly saying, Am Adi, Am Adehi Devana. There was some other shlokas. I'll just go to this. Yes. And the Lord says, intelligence, knowledge, freedom from doubt and delusion, happiness and distress, control of the senses, control of the mind, forgiveness, truthfulness, birth, death, fear, fearlessness, non-violence, equanimity, satisfaction, austerity, charity, fame and infamy. All these various qualities of living beings are created by me alone. So even the qualities, what we find, the different kinds of our activities, our dealings, our sense of happiness, distress. So Krishna is telling that he is the source. So there is nothing for which Krishna is not the source. Krishna, so it's called Janmadhyasya Yataha, Janma Adi, that from whom everything emanates. So it is said human life means Atato Brahma Jignasa. The Vedic aphorism is, now we got human form of life, we should inquire about the absolute. We are inquiring about so many temporary things, so many immediate things, so many questions. The day morning we get up, we have so many questions. All living entities have questions. It's questions and answers going on from early in the morning to late in the night. So we are asking questions, we are getting answers, and somebody is asking questions, we are answering. So that is how our life goes on. But human form of life, we should ask questions regarding Brahman, about the absolute. Atato Brahma Jignasa. That is possible for us. So what is that Brahman? Janma Adyasya Taha. That is how the Vedanta Sutra explanation says. So that's from which everything comes. So Krishna is clearly telling in this chapter that he is the source for everything. Aham Adir Hi Devanam, and the source of all the Devatas. And here he's telling the different qualities, different situations manifested, but also Krishna is the source, Krishna is the creator. So it is not only said here, so Krishna, that is said in every Vedic scripture, Vedanta Sutra, Puranas, Upanishads. Yes. The 7 great sages, and before them, the 4 other great sages and the Manus, progenitors of mankind, come from me, born from my mind, and all the living beings populating the various planets descend from me. So here Krishna is giving the genealogical synopsis of this world. So we hardly know the genealogy. We hear about this dynasty, Mughal dynasty, Gupta dynasty, so many things we hear historically. So we have a beginning, who is the founder of a particular dynasty. But we go to the original, the whole creation of it is coming. So we get from the Vedic scriptures information that there are the Manus, then there are Saptarshis, and there are the 4 Kumaras, then the Brahma, Shiva, the various Devatas, they are there, who are a source for all the inhabitants of this cosmic manifestation. They are also coming from Krishna. So Krishna is telling that all these people whom you think is a source for the living entities in this world, there are different kinds of living entities in different planets. So these people are the source for all of them. These Manus, these Saptarshis, the Brahma, all of them. So Krishna is telling, I am before them. So I am the source for all of them. Krishna is telling. They descend from them. Okay. Come from me, born from my mind. One who is factually convinced of this opulence and mystic power of mind engages in unalloyed devotional service. Of this there is no doubt. So Krishna is saying, if one is convinced of this fact, convinced of the fact that whoever we see in this cosmic manifestation, the great devatas who are the cosmic administrators, so they are all coming from Krishna. So their origin is Krishna. If we can fix ourselves to that understanding, so Krishna says that he will naturally engage himself in my devotional service. There is no doubt about that. So having said this, Krishna summarizes the whole Gita in 4 verses. The verse number 8, 9, 10, 11, they are called the summary of Bhagavad Gita. There is similarly a summary of Bhagavatam in 4 verses, which is called Chatushloki Bhagavatam. Similarly, this is called the Chatushloki Bhagavad Gita, the 700 verses, 18 chapters, summed up by the Lord in the 4 verses. So the 8th verse, Krishna says now, I hope this is visible. Yes. Yeah, I think everybody can see this. These 4 verses. Aham sarvasya prabhavo mattaha sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante ma buddha bhava samanvitaha. So Krishna is telling, Aham, me, I am sarvasya prabhavo. So I am the source for everything. Sarvasya means everything, whatever we see. So here Acharya translates of all spiritual and material worlds, because there is the material universes, there is spiritual abodes of the Lord. So he says, everything, Krishna is telling, I am the source. Mattaha sarvam pravartate, everything emanates from me. It's like reinforcing the thing, telling that, see, so whatever is here, it's I am the source, and everything that is there comes from me. So Krishna is re-emphasizing the same thing, so that there is nothing, no doubt in his. So in his own words, the Lord is saying, Aham sarvasya prabho mattaha sarvam pravartate. Almost the meaning the same. So, but just to make us be clear, be free of any doubt. So Krishna says, if somebody understands me like that, iti matva bhajante mam. So if somebody understands my position like that, then he says, it's very natural that the person engages in my devotional service. Buddha bhava samanvita, with all feeling, with all devotion, one will engage. So it's only ignorance due to time immemorial that we don't know what is the cause of this material manifestation, what is the cause of me, what is the cause of the devatas. So in ignorance, we think some mass of energy, we think some impersonal manifest, some power that is man. No. If we know from the statements of Krishna from here, or if we read the Vedic scriptures, if we research into the Vedic scriptures, this is the same truth what we'll find. So whatever the Vedas, wherever we go, this is a truth that comes out. Vedaishta sarve rahameva vedyaha vedantakrit vedavid eva chaham. So Krishna in the Gita 15th chapter says, from all the Vedas I am to be known. So whichever Veda is not only the Vedic scripture, Vedic literature, the 4 Vedas, underneath Upanishads, Puranas, it is any body of knowledge. So if somebody is really an intelligent person, a knowledgeable person, whichever field he goes, whichever branch of knowledge he takes up, he finally has to come to the understanding that Krishna is the cause of all causes. Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. So if he comes to that understanding, he comes to that knowledge, that is the perfection of the person's knowledge, perfection of somebody's intelligence, perfection of his understanding. So Krishna says, it's very natural that he will engage in my devotional service. So he will understand Krishna is everything. Krishna is supreme, topmost personality. Krishna's mercy is everything. So without that, there is nothing, any manifestation whatsoever. So naturally, one will come under the shelter of, one will seek shelter of Krishna. Actually, we are under shelter of Krishna, but we are under the rebellious condition, under the illusory energy of Krishna. But our natural position is to be under the loving care of Krishna. But having given it up, we have come under some illusion, some hallucination, thinking of ourselves independent. So next, Krishna says, having known this fact, so somebody, when he understands, yes, Krishna is a source for everything, Krishna is the ultimate, so he takes his shelter. So what does he do? What does such a person do? What are his activities? So Krishna says, Madchitta Madgata Prana Bodhayantaha Parasparam Katayantascha Mam Nityam Tushyanti Cha Ramanti Cha. So the devotees, so they always have the Lord within their hearts. So the Lord, I always keep thinking about the Lord. They always talk about the Lord. They are devoted to the Lord. So Krishna says here, that is how the person who has perfectly understood the truth, perfectly understood the knowledge, who has become a gnani. Bahunam janmanam ante gnanaman mam prapadyate vasudeva sarvamiti samahatma sudurlabha. So after many, many births, when actually becomes intelligent, he understands Krishna, Vasudeva, is the source for everything, is ultimate, everything comes from him. So having known that, he engages himself in Krishna's devotional service. So how he does a devotional service? So Krishna is telling, Mat chitta mad gata prana. So his minds, they're absorbed in me, their thoughts are absorbed in me, they talk about me. So we have so many subject matter of talking. So yes, what in Bhagavatam, Shukamani says, Shrotavyadini Rajendra, Dharam Santi Sahasrasha. So he says, in the common human society, there are thousands of subject matter. Thousands, not one, not two. Olympics, politics, cinema, so many talks. So there are thousands. But why it is like that 1,000 talks? He says, Shrotavyadini Rajendra, Dharam Santi Sahasrasha, Apashyatam Atma Tattvam Gruheshu Gruhamedina. Because they are ignorant, they do not know what is the Atma Tattva, what is the Lord. They are in the blind well of material attachments. That's why they don't know. So when we are in that platform, when we have hundreds of subject matters. Otherwise, we have one subject matter, Krishna. Krishna Katha. There is one Krishna Katha, there is Gramya Katha. So devotees, as we make advancement, so our subject matter becomes only Krishna. And everything connected with Krishna. So nothing we can see independent of Krishna. So here Krishna is telling, that is how the devotees live their life. They live their life by talking about Krishna, by explaining about Krishna. So like this, they derive great happiness, great enjoyment. Kathayantascha mam nityam tushyanti cha ramanti cha. Actually, that is real happiness. The talks about Krishna, because he is the real hero. So we are talking about so many zeros, making them heroes. So that is not happiness. That is not. That's all under illusory energy of the Lord. That's all under Maya. So Krishna is a real hero. Krishna is the real subject matter for our meditation, for all our activities. So just a small, I think, kirtan we have. So Srila Prabhupada, the great Acharya, how he created devotees around the world. So they didn't even know what is devotional service, what is the position of Krishna, what is the relation with Krishna. But the pure devotee, by the mercy of the Lord, he established Krishna Bhakti all over. So when Rath Yatra function, some kirtan is there, we just hear the kirtan. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare So coming to the third important verse of this 4 shlokas. Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadhami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayanti te. So Krishna says, if this way anybody who is engaged in the Lord's devotion service, Krishna says, he personally gives them the knowledge. Dadami buddhi yogam tam. Dadami means I myself give that buddhi. I give it. What kind of buddhi? Yena mam upayanti te, by which they will come to me. So from our side, our attempt should be how to bhajatam priti purvakam, how to engage in Krishna's loving service. So whatever possible from our side, We engage to please Krishna. So that should be our attitude. But the rest of the thing, Krishna will take care. Krishna is personally telling, I will give the intelligence by which they will come to me. So why Krishna gives the intelligence? The fourth verse Krishna says, Tesham yevanu kamphartam aham agnanajam tamaha nashayami atma bhavasto gnanadipena bhasvata. Out of compassion for them, I dwelling in their hearts, destroy with the shining light of knowledge the darkness born of ignorance. So Krishna has natural affection for us. It's called causeless mercy of the Lord. Causeless mercy means there's no cause for Krishna being merciful to us. But still Krishna is merciful. So that is his divine quality. Of all his divine qualities, it is said, his quality to deliver the conditioned soul, to deliver the rebellious souls, the rebellious children who we are. So having forsaken him, Krishna's mercy to deliver us. So that is called causeless mercy, the most wonderful quality of the Lord. So Krishna is telling, I out of my natural affection, because they're trying, so I out of my compassion give them the knowledge, give them the understanding, just like a light which drives away the darkness, all their ignorance will be finished. So devotees, just by being engaged in the Lord's service, everything becomes possible for them. So they don't. Otherwise, some people say, no, you have to engage yourself in severe austerities, you have to engage yourself in serious study of scriptures. Yes, definitely devotees do that, devotees do practice. But even if suppose we are not able to do that, if we, with whatever our little capacity, with whatever little strength, we try to serve Krishna, we try to please Krishna, that is sufficient. So Krishna is telling, I give them the knowledge, I deliver them personally. So Krishna is telling that. So there is a statement which says, Vasudeve Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojitaha Janayati Ashu Vairagyam Gnanam Chayada Haitukam. So it says, anybody does bhakti to Krishna, Vasudeva, Bhakti Yoga Prayojitaha, then Janayati Ashu Vairagyam. So it says, automatically he will get Vairagya, he will get detachment and Gnana, knowledge. So primary is bhakti. It is not that other things are primary. No. We have to do bhakti, automatically whatever is required, Krishna will grant, Krishna can bestow. So that is the actual understanding of the Bhagavad Gita. So Krishna, in these 4 verses, give us the crux of Bhagavad Gita. First of all, understanding Krishna's supreme position. Krishna is a source for everything, for everybody, all the material, spiritual world, all the devatas. So there is nothing above Krishna. Mattaha parataram na anyat. So Krishna Charan also told, there is nothing beyond me, no truth superior to me. So Krishna is speaking that. And this is not just Krishna's words. This is as per the Vedic scriptures, as per the great acharyas, great spiritual professors. So having understood that, natural that anybody will, a person who understands this truth will engage in Krishna's service by chanting, by hearing, by conversing about Krishna. So Krishna says, somebody engaged in those devotional activities, he personally gives the knowledge, personally gives the direction forward. Why he gives that? Out of natural compassion, like a father as for the child. So Krishna tells, I will deliver them. So this is the understanding of Bhagavad Gita. So having understood these 4 verses, Arjuna speaks out. So Arjuna makes 2 statements, not 2, 4, 5 shlokas, he makes a statement, which is the actual understanding of Bhagavad Gita. If anybody wants to understand Bhagavad Gita, you should understand these 2 verses. And I take these conclusions what Arjuna has said. That means one has understood Bhagavad Gita. That's all. Bhagavad Gita is nothing much a mystery. If anybody can take up these 2 verses, understand what Arjuna understood after Krishna spoke those 4 verses, that is the understanding of Bhagavad Gita. So Arjuna says, Param Brahma, Param Dhama, Pavitram Paramam Bhavan, Purusham Shashvatam Divyam Adi Devam Ajam Vibhum, Haustvam Rishayas Sarve, Devarshir Naradastata, Asito Devalo Vyaso, Swayam Chaiva Bhavishime, Sarvameta Manye, Yanmam Vadasi Keshava, Nahite Bhagavan Vyaktim, Vidur Deva Nadanava. So these 3 verses, what Arjuna says, this is the even 4th, 5th, the further verses are also there. But just we'll take these 2 verses at least. The first 2 verses, what he understood when Krishna said. So Arjuna says, Param Brahma, Krishna, you are the supreme Brahman. We are also Brahman. Am Brahmasmi, we are not the body. We are spirit soul. But Krishna, you are not an ordinary Brahman. You are Parabrahman. We are Jivatma. Krishna is Paramatma. There's a difference between Jivatma and Paramatma. So Arjuna very clearly saying, Krishna is Parabrahman. Parambhama, you are the supreme abode. So just Krishna said, I am the source of everything. So Krishna, Arjuna is saying again, yes, Krishna, you are the supreme abode, supreme rest of everything. Pavitram Paramam Bhava, you are the supreme pure. So Krishna is the purest, so we associate with Krishna, we also become pure. We regain our pure nature. Purusham, you are a person. So very clearly it is said in the Gita that the ultimate, the absolute truth, God is a person. It is not some impersonal energy, something in what people think like that many times. In this beginning of spiritual realization, the understanding is very vague. No, very clear in the Bhagavad Gita. The Lord is a person, Purusham. But what kind of a person? Shashvatam Divyam. He is an eternal, transcendental person. He's not a person like us who have taken birth. I'm not going to be there like this after 50, 20 years, 10 years, I don't know. My personality will be different. Krishna is not such kind of a personality. He is an eternal personality. He is Sachidananda Vigraha, Divyam. His body is transcendental, his spiritual personality. So it's very clear, it's a person. Purusham Shashvatam Divyam. Well, just like in a government also, finally, it's a one person who is controlling. It looks like a big government administration is running, so many departments are running, so many energies, so many things. It looks like impersonal. No, but finally there is some prime minister, some president, some king who is running the show. So modern, maybe the administration, government, maybe something kind of impersonal, but the best administration is always a person. Finally, the person who is in charge. So Krishna, the Supreme Lord, is a person. Purusham Shashvatam Divyam Adi Devam. You are the source for all the devatas. You are the first. Ajam, you are unborn. We are also unborn, but Krishna is unborn. Though he comes to this material world, takes an avatar, takes an incarnation as son of Vasudeva Devaki, he is still the supreme unborn, supreme personality, source for everyone. Ajam, he is the greatest. So Arjuna, having said this, he says, not that I am your friend, I am flattering you, Krishna. This is what the great authorities say. Ahustvam Rishaya Sarve. All the rishis have said the same thing, like Devarshi Narada, Asita, Devala, Vyasa. So these are all great Vedic authorities. They also say the same thing about Krishna. They never said Krishna is some impersonal energy. Krishna is, no. They said Krishna is a supreme personality. Krishna is source for everything. Ultimate perfection of life is to become devotee of Krishna. So they said the same thing. So Arjuna is corroborating his statements by their statements. So any authority always takes the statements of previous authorities. He doesn't concoct anything. He doesn't postulate anything. No, he will always quote the previous authority. So Arjuna is showing us the way. So if we can understand these statements of Bhagavad Gita, if we take these statements of Bhagavad Gita as it is, that means we have understood Bhagavad Gita. If we have an understanding independent of what Arjuna's understanding here is, that means we have not understood Bhagavad Gita. So it is as clear as that. Oh Krishna, I totally accept as truth all that you have told me. Neither the gods nor demons, O Lord, know thy personality. Indeed, you alone know yourself by your own potencies. O Origin of all, Lord of all beings, God of gods, O Supreme Person, Lord of the universe. Actually, it's very nice. The purport, we can read Prabhupada's purport, 15th verse. Okay, he's qualifying the Lord. He's telling, you are Deva Deva, you are Jagatpate, you are Bhuta Bhavana Bhutesha, Purushottama. Like that, make us understand clearly what is the position of Krishna. So 15th verse is very nice like that. Acharya's explanation is also very nice. So then, for our understanding, Arjuna comes to our level, wants to make us also understand about the Lord, because we see only things material. We are not able to see Paramatma, Atma, anything spiritual. So we see only matter here. So Arjuna is requesting for our sake to Krishna, how should I meditate on you? In what various forms are you being contemplated, O blessed Lord? Tell me again in detail, O Janardana Krishna, of your mighty opulences and glories, for I never tire of hearing your ambrosial words. So some scriptures say God is great, but how great is God? So details are not given. So in Vedic scriptures, we can get the details how God is great. Just yes, he's great, definitely is great, no doubt about that. But how God is great, at least we try to understand by our whatever little capacity we have, so that we become more and more devoted to the Lord, more and more surrendered to the Lord. So Arjuna is asking this, particularly he is asking here, Krishna, how he is controlling the whole cosmos, this material world, what is created, what is in front of us, how he is managing. So Arjuna's question pertains to that. So Krishna here says, different authorities, different wonderful things in this world, as his representation, as his energy, by his by his power, they are in existence. Nothing can exist without Krishna's mercy. Nothing can exist without Krishna's sanction. So Krishna says, that is me, that is me. Just like I can say my fingers as me, I can say my hairs as me, because it's a part of me. So Krishna like that claims in this, that how anyway is there as all pervasive Paramatma. In everybody's heart, in every atom is there, and is controlling. So, and even whoever the great personalities, the great objects, great things we see in this world, Krishna says that you can see me through that. That is my opulence, that is my power. So, in whichever way we see great devatas controlling, or great conquerors, or great administrators, or great big oceans, big mountains. Krishna says, that is me, that is me, that is me. So that's how Krishna explains in this chapter about his greatness through the energy what we see of this universe. Yes. So this is the chart. 21st to 38 verses, Krishna says. But anyway, I'll try to read those verses, the translation. I think it is visible. I've changed the screen again.
Prabhu, it's visible.
Visible, okay. Of the Adityas and the super soul, O Arjuna, seated in the hearts of all living entities, and the beginning and the middle and the end of all beings. So Krishna, the Paramatma, just like the body exists because we are existing as Atma. Similarly, the whole cosmos, it exists because the Lord as Paramatma is there. The Lord as Garbhodakashaya Vishnu, as Kshivakashaya Vishnu is there. Because of that, the whole universe is there. All the multi-universes, everywhere, everything is existing because of the Lord's presence. Of the Adityas I am Vishnu, of lights I am the radiant sun, of the Maruts I am Marichi, among the stars I am the moon. Of the Rudras I am Lord Shiva. There are 11 manifestations of Lord Rudra. Lord Shankara is the chief of them, chief of the manifestation. Of the Yakshas and Rakshasas I am the Lord of wealth, Kuvera. Of the Vasus I am fire, Agni. Of mountains I am Meru. Of priests, O Arjuna, know me to the chief Brahaspati. Brahaspati is the spiritual master of the Indra. So Krishna is telling, I am the Brahaspati, very learned, very intelligent. Of generals, I am Kartikeya. Kartikeya is Skanda, son of Mother Parvati and Lord Shiva. Of bodies of water, I am the ocean. Of the great sages, I am Bhrigu. Of vibrations, I am the transcendental Om. Again, Krishna is talking about Omkara. He says, of all the wonderful sound representations, I am the Omkara. Yagnanam Japayagnosmi. Of sacrifices, I am the chanting of the holy names. So Krishna is telling that how important for us to chant his names as japa, as softly concentrating. So of all the different yagnas, this is the topmost yagna. Yagnanam japa yagnosmi. Of immovable things, I am the Himalayas. Of all trees, I am the banyan tree. And the sages of this, among the sages, among the demigods, I am Narada. Of the Gandharvas, I am Chitraratha. Among perfected beings, I am sage Kapila. So these are all different personalities, different Gandharvas. There are Gandharvas, the living entities in other planets, who are very celestial singers, Gandharvas, Apsaras, celestial dancers, they're all there. So among them, the chief of them, the Chitraratha. So, and we know Narad Muni is the Devarshi. So everybody has some unique quality, has some unique thing in them. So it's actually a representation of Krishna's power. So Krishna has given them that power. So Krishna Shakti, by the Krishna Shakti, they are displaying that power. So without Krishna Shakti, nobody can show any power. A physical power or some intelligence or some beauty, whatever, in whatever way we can see something wonderful, something glorious. So it cannot exist without Krishna's mercy, that thing, that existence. Of horses, no need to be the Uchai. So these are the things which were produced when that Samudra Manthan happened, which Bali Maharaj took, the horse, and Airavata, the elephant which came out, was taken by Indra, very powerful elephant. So the Krishna says, I am, that they are me, they are me. They are me means they are Krishna's, anyway everybody is Krishna's part and parcel, and by Krishna's mercy they are in existence. and we can see the uniqueness in their particular way, a particular, the horse, the Varucheshrava, his power of running or his power in battle, whichever way, and even Airavata. So it is all Krishna's power. So that way, Krishna says, it is me. It is not that Krishna has become the elephant or Krishna has become the horse. No, everything is part of Krishna. So Krishna can claim anything as he. Just like my part of the body, I claim as me. But the part cannot claim the whole body as me. Part is part. So that has to be clearly understood. Beda, abeda, the understanding should be very clear. Of weapons, I am the thunderbolt. Among cows, I am Suradi. Of causes for procreation, I am Kandarpa, the god of love. And of serpents, I am Vasuki. Of the many hooded Nagas, I am Ananta. Among the aquatics, I am the Devata Varuna. Of departed ancestors, I am Aryama. Among the dispensers of law, I am Yama, the lord of death. Among the Daitya demons, I am the devoted Prahlada, because Prahlada was born as son of Hiranyakashipu. So he is the best among the Daityas. Among subduers, I am time. So nothing finishes everything, just like time. Time will finish off everything. The whole universe will be dissolved. Big empires, big civilizations, big countries, everything will be finished. So Krishna is saying, among subduers, I am time. Among beasts, I am the lion. Among birds, I am Garuda. So they are all having special power. The valor, the chivalry. So Krishna is telling, it is me. Of the creations, I am the beginning and the end, and also the middle, O Arjuna. Of all sciences, I am the spiritual science of the self. Among logicians, I am the conclusive truth. So of all the great knowledge, the knowledge regarding the spirit, soul, knowledge regarding the Supreme Lord, that is the highest knowledge, the Atma Vidya. I am all devouring death. I am the generating principle of all that is yet to be. Among women, I am fame, fortune, fine speech, memory, intelligence, steadfastness, and patience. So these qualities are said to be feminine. Generally, any qualities are said to be feminine. Purusha and Prakriti. So, and anybody possesses any woman, anybody possesses, they are glorious. So Krishna is telling, it also represents me. Of the hymns in the Samaveda, I am the Brihad Sama. Of poetry, I am the Gayatri. So Gayatri Mantra, Krishna is telling, Gayatri Mantra, I am. Of months, I am the Margashirsha. Of seasons, I am the flower-bearing spring. So what is the best of all in whichever field we can see? Krishna is telling, no, see my power, see my situation there. See my energies there, like that Krishna is telling us. I am also the gambling of cheats. Of the splendid, I am the splendor. I am victory, I am adventure, I am the strength of the strong. So Krishna is also, if we want to cheat Krishna, Krishna can cheat me in such a way that it's like that. Krishna's influence is all pervasive. Krishna's strength is all pervasive. Of the descendants of Vrishni, I am Vasudeva. Of the Pandavas, I am Arjuna. Of the sages, I am Vyasa. Among great thinkers, I am Ushana. So Ushana refers to Shukracharya. Shukracharya is the spiritual master of the Danavas, very deep thinker. Among all the means of suppressing lawlessness and punishment, of those who seek victory and morality, of secret things and silence, of the wise and the wisdom. Among all means of suppressing lawlessness and punishment, okay, this is already done. Furthermore, O Arjuna, I am the generating seed of all existences. There is no being, moving or non-moving, that can exist without me. O mighty conqueror of enemies, there is no end to my divine manifestations. What I have spoken to you is but a mere indication of my infinite opulence. So actually it is said, the Lord's expansion as Ananta Shesha. Ananta Shesha is having 1,000 hoops, the Lord's one expansion himself. So he is trying to explain the glories of the Lord from unlimited period of time with his unlimited mouths, what he has. But it is said, it is never going to be finished. Krishna's glories, Krishna's energies, Krishna's activities, Krishna's opulence, everything is unlimited. So Krishna is telling, Arjuna, how much I can tell about you? Okay, something because you are inquisitive, to satisfy your inquisitiveness, I have told you something. It's just an indication of my infinite opulence. Know that all opulent, beautiful and glorious creations spring from but a spark of my splendor. Yadyad vibhuti mat sattvam. That's very nice verse. Yadyad vibhuti mat sattvam. Srimad ujitam evava. Tattad evavagachatvam. Nama tejo amsha sambhavam. Krishna is telling. Whatever we find something very strong, something very beautiful, somebody very intelligent, something very influential. So Krishna is telling, know that this is just a card, small energy, my energy being displayed in that. That's all. So the last, before finishing this chapter, Krishna says, what need is there, Arjuna, for all this detailed knowledge? With a single fragment of myself, I pervade and support this entire universe. Atava bhumaitena kim gnatena tava Arjuna. Vishtabhya ahamuvam krishnam. Ekam shena sito jagat. So Krishna says, Ekam shena sito jagat. Krishna's expansion, the first expansion, Balarama. Next expansion is the Chaturvyuha. Vasudeva, Sankarshana, Pradyumna, Aniruddha. Then the Narayana expansion comes. After the Narayana expansion, second Chaturvyuha comes. After that, the manifestation of the Lord is Mahavishnu. Mahavishnu further expands as Garbhodakashaya Vishnu. Garbhodakashaya Vishnu further expands as Kshirodakashaya Vishnu. The Kshirodakashaya Vishnu, who is an expansion of the Lord, is a Amsha of the Lord. Krishna is telling, with that Amsha, I manage the whole cosmos. So, what need is there for my detailed understanding, detailed knowledge? Just effortlessly, I am creating, maintaining, dissolving unlimited universes. So that is Krishna's unlimited powers. So this chapter is the Vibhuti Yoga. Vibhuti means how Krishna manages this whole cosmic manifestation. These are different personalities, the devatas whom we heard of: Shiva, Brahma, Indra, so many, Narada, Gandharva. So in every field what we can see, opulence in this world, Krishna said, they are all me, they are all my representation of my energy. Yes, finally Krishna summed up saying, as Paramatma, I am the cause for everything, the whole cosmos. I am just maintaining it without any difficulty. With effortless ease, I am maintaining it. Hare Krishna. Thank you, everybody. So this chapter, okay, I'll just show the chart, I think, again. So anything somebody wants further discussion on that, we can have. Yes, this is a chart which shows how Krishna is among the Adityas and Vishnu. Adityas are the 12 sons of Aditi. So Vamana Deva, the Lord was born as Vamana Deva. So to bring back the heavenly planets, the administration rule back to the Devatas. So that's why he is the Vamana Deva. Vamana Deva is Vishnu himself. Of all the lights and sun, so many brilliant objects which give light, there is nothing like sun. So Krishna is saying, I am sun. The Maruts are the various Devatas in charge of the heavenly spaces and all that. So of them, the chief is Marichi. And among the stars, I am the moon. Because Vedic understanding is, moon is also a kind of a star. We say satellite or whatever in our modern understanding. But these are the objects which give light in the night. The moon, the stars and all that. So the stars in the night, maybe millions. But what is the use? One moon is enough. That will give us sufficient light. So the moon is said to be chief of the stars. So like that, this explanation, this chart is going on. Somebody wants to discuss more further, we can discuss. Hare Krishna. Thank you, everybody.